What's up, guys? It's time to review Monday Night Raw, the first show of September. A show that many people didn't like. A show that I thought was not a bad show. I thought it was a pretty good show. Half decent. I gave it a 7 out of 10. But I thought it was a pretty decent show. A lot of people were complaining, though. I mean, there's a lot of filler in the middle of the show. A lot of stuff that was just pointless. But then it had its, its highs, some highs in there. But yeah, there were its lows, but I didn't think it was that bad all in all. All right, so let's start how the show started here. The show starts. They show a video package, obviously from last week with the ending, KO winning the title. They show Triple H coming back, all that, And then after that, they have Stephanie in the back. She's on the phone. And, she's trying to plan, a celebration for KO winning the title to start the show, balloons and everything in the ring. And then Mick comes over, and, he's not happy about last week and everything. So all of a sudden, I thought Steph was face, and then she looked like heel in this segment. But then later in the night again, she, turns again back face. I don't understand what... She turned multiple times throughout the show. Interesting. Anyway, then they show the opening intro and all that, and then all of a sudden Steph and Mick are in the ring. They're in the ring, and then they introduce KO. He comes out. He's wearing a suit. Never saw that before. Usually always dressed for a fight. He's got the Universal title. New side plates on the title. He comes out. Balloons are coming from the top of the arena. Pyro's going off. And everybody's chanting, "You deserve it, you deserve it." And then KO gets on the mic. And then we're just waiting for it. I was just waiting for him to cut the heel promo, what he was going to do there on the fans. And then he eventually did it. You just knew it was coming. So he's in the ring. And then, who do you think comes out? Seth Rollins comes out. No surprise there. He comes out, playing the face character for the first time. That's a little different there. And then Steph says Rollins is suspended because he attacks KO, hits him, throws him out of the ring, and then beats him up outside the ring. So Steph suspends him. But then Mick comes in. He's like, no, he's not suspended. So then there's a little bit of a battle going on between them two. Mick says he was in charge of making the matches, so he makes a match at Clash of Champions on September 25th, I think, for the Universal title between Rollins and Owens. Steph is not happy about it at all, playing heel at this point. So then they go to commercial, they come back, and Steph and Mick are arguing backstage again. Then Owens comes over to him. He's all pissed at Mick about the match at Clash of Champions in 3 weeks. And he doesn't want the match. So then Mick says he's going to have a match tonight on Raw versus Sami Zayn, which is obviously going to be a good match. I mean, every time they go up against each other, we get a good match. That would end up being the main event. We'll get to that later. But, and then Chris Jericho comes in, defending Owens. And then Mick makes a match between him and Seth Rollins later tonight as well. So they both have matches. So then after that, they go to commercial again. A lot of commercials. I feel like they were just putting commercials in, a bunch here, a bunch there. But I want to come back. The first match of the night was Bayley versus Charlotte with Dana Brooke. Dana Brooke's got some paper and on a board or something, and she's writing down stuff. I don't know. Something happened on the pre-show. I didn't watch the pre-show. But anyway, Charlotte, Bayley gets the win here because there was a little bit of stuff going on between Dana and Charlotte. Charlotte went to hit Bayley. The name's confused here, and Bayley moved out of the way. Charlotte hits the head of Dana, and then Bayley roll up, get to the win. But what would she do? The Bayley belly, then gets the win. Got everything messed up there. She gets the win. Then after that, they go to commercial yet again. Then there's a segment backstage between Charlotte and Dana. They're arguing. Segment ends. Charlotte slaps Dana right across the face. So there's tension between them. It'll be interesting to see what that leads to. Possibly Charlotte maybe losing the title at Clash of Champions because of Dana. So then, interestingly, after that, Bo Dallas comes out. I'm like, oh, he's gonna get squashed by someone. Maybe he's gonna go up against Braun Strowman or someone like that. But no, I'm completely wrong. Bo Dallas is versing some jobber. I was so confused. I thought he was the one who was going to get squashed. But no, they're giving him a push now. After the incident earlier in the week with him getting kicked off a plane. I don't know what's going on here. It looks like they're pushing Bo now. I don't know. Then we get Jericho, Rollins. Pretty good match. One thing I was interested to see was if Rollins was going to get a new finisher, maybe bring back the curb stomp, or if he was still going to use the pedigree, now that he's face and everything. Still uses the pedigree, gets the win against Jericho. That's that. Then, Cesaro, Sheamus, third match of the best of 7 series. Sheamus up 2-0 in the series. And pretty quick match. Sheamus wins again. He's up 3-0. Michael Cole in the match says they're going to have a match at a live event in London, England on Wednesday, I think. It's going to be the 4th match of the series. I would suspect Cesaro is going to win that match. I would be shocked if Sheamus won that one. I wouldn't be surprised if Cesaro came back and won all 4 matches. I would guess the final match would be at Clash of Champions. That would make the most sense. So yeah, Sheamus up 3-0 in that. So then we have the Shining Stars going up against Enzo and Cass. And I can't believe it, but the Shining Stars get the win here. I have no idea how they beat Enzo and Cass. I can't wait to see when Enzo and Cass are going to go for the titles. They don't really have a spot right now for them. They got Gallows and Anderson feuding with the New Day, and seems like it's got a few more pay-per-views left in it, so I don't know what they're doing with Enzo and Cass right now, but well, to see what that leads to. But the Shining Stars picking up a win, that was interesting. And then another match, squash match, Nia Jax versus some local wrestler, a jobber. Nia wins. No surprise here. Then we have Gallows and Anderson. They come out. They bring out the old day, which is supposed to be the new day when they're old. This was one of those segments where I was laughing at how bad it was. It was just awful. So they bring them out. Then the New Day comes out. And then I don't even know where it's going. It was just so bad. I don't even know how to describe it. Nothing even happened in the segment. They just started dancing in the ring. I don't even know what was going on. It was just really, 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 really bad. And then things got worse. This is that part of the show I was talking about where it was like just bad. It was like that, and then this. They had Jinder Mahal, Darren Young, Titus on commentary. Titus interferes. Darren Young wins the match, even though Titus tried to interfere, which he did, I think. I can't remember. I wasn't paying attention. This match meant nothing to me. But, yeah, it looks like that's going to lead to a match probably at Clash of Champions between Titus and Darren, which is, I don't know, they're going to have a kickoff show for that, because I'm sure that will be on the kickoff show. If not, it will be one of the first matches. Then we had an interesting segment backstage with Alicia Fox making an appearance, and she got into the face of Nia Jax, threw a box right at her face, because Fox is friends with the local wrestler that Nia beat earlier in the night. So it looks like Nia Jax is actually going to have her first real feud here on the main roster with Alicia Fox. So kind of interesting. I didn't think it would be with her. I thought it would be with someone like Sasha or something, but I guess not. And we have another squash match. Well, I don't know if I should call this a squash. Braun Strowman, he actually versed someone on the roster, Sin Cara. Sin Cara, they interviewed him backstage. He wasn't happy about last week, disrespecting, the heritage of, the the luchador, whatever it is. So he wanted a match with Strowman. He put up a little bit of a fight, but then he got counted out. Strowman attacked him out the ring, went back in the ring, and just won the match. And then he attacked him after the match. That's that. So then, the next segment was Sasha Banks. If you didn't hear, she sent out a tweet earlier in the day saying she has bad news, which everybody was wondering what it could be, what could it be. So they kind of had us waiting all night to find out what it was, and I see their thing here. They put all this, filler in here in the middle, and then they make us wait till this. If they would have put that, a lot of people would have tuned out, not watched the rest of the show. If they would have put it, earlier in the show. So I see why they did it, but the crowd was just like dead. Anyway, she comes out. I was all scared. I thought she was gonna, it was gonna be something really bad. And she was gonna have to retire or something like that. But thank God it was not. She came out. She looked like she was real sad. She got a good promo. But as soon as Dana Brooke came out, I knew right there that it was all work. It wasn't, she wasn't really leaving or anything. And then Dana Brooke comes out, throws the microphone at her, tries to go for a move. Sasha counters it into the backstabber, and then grabs the mic and says the bad news was for Charlotte, and it was she was going to be back at Clash of Champions to fight her for the title. That was just relief there. I was like, she's not leaving. That was good. So yeah, I guess they'll verse at Clash of Champions. I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe a triple threat with Bayley. But definitely Sasha's going to be in the match with Charlotte. I did say earlier, Dana Brooke. I could see Dana Brooke costing Charlotte the title somehow in this match. The match hasn't been confirmed yet, I don't think. But that's why I do see something there. So Sasha's staying. She's not leaving. That's good. Next, the main event. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens continues. Another match between the two. I mean, how many matches have they had? Well, they had an interview backstage before the match with Sami Zayn. And then Kevin Owens came in. And then Sami says he's going to win the title one day. And, he didn't get the title handed to him by Triple H. He won't get the title handed to him by Triple H or whatever. So anyway, they get the match. Solid match. Pretty quick. Match ended. Owens won. When Owens won the match, I felt like something was still to happen. It was like 11:03. There was a few minutes left. And then, interestingly enough, guess who comes out? Roman Reigns comes out. I was confused. I thought Seth Rollins was going to come out, and then, they were going to stare down each other, whatever. Roman Reigns comes out. Why is he coming out? I have no clue. He comes out. They're staring at each other in the ring, and then Kevin Owens, he just backs out, gets onto the apron. And then Chris Jericho comes out to help his buddy out. He comes out, and then Mick Foley comes out. He comes out then. He says if Roman can beat, what's his name? I'm so confused. Owens, next week on Raw, he gets into the match. It's a triple threat match. Rollins, Reigns, Owens, Universal title at Clash of Champions. If not, no match. So that's that. I knew something was going to happen there. I don't know. Looks like they're ending the whole Rusev-Roman thing. I don't know where Rusev's been. I'll have to look into that. I haven't seen him. He was like main eventing Raw 2 weeks in a row. I have not seen him in like 2 weeks. He made an appearance at SummerSlam. Has he even made an appearance since then? I can't remember. But yeah, so I don't know if Rusev's going to maybe return, cost Roman the match next week, or Roman's going to win the match and get in and make it a triple threat. That would be interesting. But I see Owens retaining at Clash of Champions. I'll say that. With a little help, Triple H. But yeah, that's it for all. Not a bad episode. A lot of people were really, shitting on it, thinking it was a pretty bad episode. I didn't think it was bad. I thought it did have a lot of filler in the middle of the show. But all in all, it was a solid show. 7 out of 10, I said. I'll give it a C. But it'll be interesting to see, what other matches get made for Clash of Champions. I don't know if SmackDown's going to be better this week. It'll be interesting to see. It might be kind of an equal week. Obviously, this is their last show until Backlash, which is Sunday night this week. So we'll see how SmackDown is tomorrow night. I'll have a review for that right after the show. But that's it for Raw. Solid show. Let me know what you thought of Raw. Like the video. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Jeff Tuffner. I tweet during the shows, Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views, and all that. Thank you for watching.